friends, welcome to my channel, Okay, today we are going to be talking about what is in my travel makeup bag. So I went to IndyCar racing this last weekend and brought my little makeup bag, and I asked you guys if you wanted to see what was in it, like what are my tried and true products, what are my favorites if I'm gonna be on the go. There aren't any eyeshadow palettes in here just because I didn't have time to do my eyeshadow this weekend, just because we were like on the go. So that's not in there, but I definitely could fit it. If I decided to take an eyeshadow palette, what I would take would be like the Jeffree Star Mini Breaker palette, or the I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Riviera palette. That one's really good for traveling. I'm not sure what my cat's into right now, but sorry. So I'm just gonna set my products out here real quick and we will get started in just a minute. Okay, so I am just gonna go ahead and apply the products in the order that I normally would, and just kind of show you step by step what I normally do and what my favorite products are. So I'll kind of walk through them as I do it. First things first, I got this is the Real Techniques sponge, and I just wet it already. So step one for me would be, this is the first item in my bag, the Makeup Forever Hydrating Primer. So normally I just pour this out on the back of my hand, and I will just take the back of my sponge and apply it with that. If I'm looking down over here, it's because my mirror's down here, so I'm not ignoring you guys, I promise. I love this primer so much. It smells like the Marc Jacobs Daisy perfume. Oh, it smells so good. So I apply that liberally to my face, and then the next step I will do is the Too Faced Hangover RX spray. This is a 3-in-1 spray, so you can prime, set, and refresh with it, I believe. And I love to spray it over the top of that. And I don't have a fan, so an envelope will have to do. Just let that dry down and we'll move on to foundation. I need to get one of those little fans. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so once that's dried down, I'm gonna go in, oh, this is my favorite foundation. This is the Cyo Cosmetics Lifeproof Long Lasting Foundation. I am shade 101. However, they will be discontinuing this, and I believe Soap and Glory is manufacturing a new version of it, but it's like the same ingredients, so I think it's the same product pretty much. So I will link that below. But I think the shade range is fairly equivalent, and like I said, the product it's the same ingredients. I think they just sold out and rebranded it, was all. Don't forget to get your ears. Next up, I actually brought 3 concealers with me because I'm kind of running low on this one, and I just bought a replacement actually. So while I was on vacation, I bought a replacement. But normally I would go in with these 2. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, and this is the Colourpop No Filter, No Filter concealer. And I mix these 2 together. Not that there's anything wrong with either one of them. I love using them both separately, but this one I bought a shade too light, or like 2 shades too light actually. So I mix these together they work great for me. I love them so much. But if I run out of these or whatever, sometimes I will use the L'Oreal. This is the Infallible Full Wear Concealer, but normally I just go for these two. And I do apply my concealer pretty liberally because I can and want to. So if you're concerned about this being too much for me, don't worry about it. It's not. I have dark circles and I don't like to see them. I love this concealer because it doesn't dry down too fast, so you have time to work with it. The L'Oreal one, it dries down pretty quickly, so I would do this in stages if I was using the L'Oreal one. And I'm just gonna take the Colourpop one and just apply it just right there. Take my sponge and I'm just gonna start blending out again. I don't sleep in late usually. I'm a grandma at heart. Okay, now that you've got your concealer all blended out, I'm gonna go in with my one of my favorite powders. This is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I am shade 05 Fair. And this is by far the most translucent powder I have. I have ones that are translucent, but they have like a yellowish tint to them. They're not really translucent for people that are super fair. So for a person with dry skin, this is kind of a lot of powder, but that's the reason I prep my skin the way that I do. So I use the hydrating primer and the setting, or the primer spray together, and then I'll go back in with it and set it with the Too Faced spray afterwards. And it's, for me, even though I'm dry, I have dry skin, it's the perfect combination for me. So even if you're super dry, you know, you can work with your skin. Now that we have that on, I'm gonna go in with my favorite bronzer. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And we will bronze up the skin. Sometimes I'll contour my nose, sometimes I won't. Sometimes I will just run this bronzer around the edges of it, so that's what we're gonna do today. One that I got in a set a long time ago, and it works perfect for me for bronzing. Next up is blush. I actually brought two blushes with me. This is Rose d'Oro and Petal Primavera from Rose d'Oro, and Petal Primavera from Milani. And these are actually really pretty together, so I'm just gonna mix them. Okay, now that we look nice and flushed, next up is highlight. And again, I brought two because I'm the most. So here I have the L'Oreal Crushed Foil Illuminating Highlighter. This is in Rose Quartz. And then I have the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. This is in Vanilla Quartz over here. And I love mixing these two. Okay, now that you're highlighted to filth, we're gonna go in with our brows. And this is just the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in dark brown. If you ever feel like you've gotten your brows just a bit too aggressive, I just take my sponge and just tap like some excess product that I have on it and run it through. Tone them down just a little bit, but not like doesn't mess with the shape or anything. Voila, we have brows. Okay, so the mascara I brought is my favorite. This is the Milk Makeup Kush mascara. My cat's coming out. Hey. And then I would go in with my Too Faced Hangover RX spray and set my face. And I'm going to use this to set my face. And again, I'll just use my envelope to dry me off. And then I'll show you a few other things that I brought with me, I didn't use, and show you that everything can fit in my bag in just a minute. The lipstick I brought was Scorpio Moon from Colourpop. This is like my go-to look. It's easy, it's simple, you still look put together, you're dewy, and you feel cute as hell. Okay, but I will show you a few other things I had in my bag and kind of show you that everything can fit in my bag, along with my brushes and such too. Pull those out again here. So a few other things I brought with me were like just tweezers. I brought my tweezers. I brought these little guys to trim up my brows or lashes or anything if that was needed. I brought lash glue. And my favorite pair of lashes right now. Sorry, they've been worn, so they don't hold up in their package right now. From Lashes in Fashion, these are Style Sagittarius. You can use code Lindsay15 and save 15% off. Look how cute those are. And then I also brought, this is the Physicians Formula eyeliner. Physicians Formula eyeliner. This is in black and it's waterproof. Just a tight line along it so I can put lashes on. So those were also in there. And then I also brought, these are the CoverGirl CG Smoothers foundation drops, or yeah, like foundation as well, in case I didn't want to wear the other, but I like them both, so. Okay, and then this all fit in my Jeffree Star Cosmetics makeup bag. Doesn't matter, I was telling you. My eyeliner, or not eyeliner, was in there. Brows, mascara, powder, this is all going here. Foundation, another foundation, my highlighters, bronzer, my two blushes, because you can pack just one, my powder primer, lipstick, this brush for my powder, my sponge, my lashes, and my Too Faced Hangover spray, and then 3 concealer packs. All that's in there. I'm just gonna zip it up. And that's what I took. My favorite items. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Click subscribe down in the bottom. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, friends!